Oh, did you see that? Oh, that's what I was going to mention. What a load of horse shit. I've not seen that much horse shit since walking through a horse field with 100 horses in it. Absolute horse shit, right? The Athletic did their top 50 Premier League players, right? You've got to pay to see the article, which makes it even more laughable. But the pontification and arrogance of them to sit there and do a top 60 Premier League all-time players and completely fuck it up is hilarious to me. Like, top 60 Premier League players of all time, they don't put Dennis Irwin in and they don't put Nemanja Vidic in, but they do put people like David Ginola in and Matt Letizia in and Jurgen Klinsmann in and Jamie Carragher in, but they don't put Vidic or Irwin in. I mean, I would sack the entirety of the Athletic football. I'd sack them all. If I was in charge of the Athletic, I'd say you're all fucking fired. We're trying to get people to pay these subscriptions, and you've done a list like that. You absolute prats. I mean, look, I don't know how many of them are chuff monsters. If they're under 30, then they haven't seen all the Premier League anyway, have they? But it's shocking. It's absolutely shocking. Dennis Irwin, trust me, bro. Dennis Irwin. And you know what somebody said to me? I did a tweet about it, and I said, if you haven't watched the Premier League since 1992, don't do a top 60 Premier League players. You know what someone said? So you're now gatekeeping football? No. Listen to what I said. You can't review a film if you only watch the last half an hour. You can't pass an exam if you only studied 30% of the curriculum. I'm not gatekeeping anything. I saw the Premier League from start to finish. I know who's in the top 60. And if you leave out Dennis Irwin, who is arguably the best fullback there's been in the Premier League, because he could play left back and right back, got loads of goals, loads of assists, and defended really well. He has to be in there. Paul Ince, in my opinion, has to be in there. Steve Bruce has to be in there. But look, I'm not going to get shirty about it. The two I said was Dennis Irwin and Vidic. Vidic is a Premier League winning centre back, and he's up there with John Terry as the two best in the Premier League ever, as far as I'm concerned. So it's a shockingly bad list. But what makes it even worse is that they put David Beckham at 18, Paul Scholes at 19, and put Rio Ferdinand at 11. Now, Rio Ferdinand was a decent centre-back, but he's not a better Premier League player than David Beckham and Paul Scholes. But they've got Frank Lampard in 6th. Frank Lampard is 6th, and Paul Scholes and David Beckham are 18 and 19. It's a shit show, an absolute shit show. And Alan Shearer's number 2. Oh, because he's the all-time Premier League goal scorer. I mean, longevity, mate. I think Harry Kane's better than Shearer. I've said that before. And Harry Kane's number 33. Shit show. Absolute shit show. Look, if they want an education, I'm running a week of education for athletic journalists on what the real top 60 is, because it's a shit list. Absolute bollocks. Total shite. Rubbish. And they've probably missed out other people as well. I mean, obviously as a United fan, it's easier for me to pick people out that they've got wrong, but absolute shite. Absolute shit. Absolutely terrible. I mean, Ruud van Nistelrooy at number 50 is shocking. He should be a lot higher than that when you look at Jamie Vardy's ahead of him. But, you know, this is what happens when chuff monsters start doing lists and acting like the Oracle. Who was number 1? Thierry Henry. I don't have a massive problem with that. But Wayne Rooney's 9. Wayne Rooney. I mean, Roy Keane is behind Frank Lampard. Absolute bullshit. It contradicts itself, though. Because they put Alan Shearer at number 2 because he's the all-time goal scorer. But they put Roy Keane behind Frank Lampard, and Roy Keane is the all-time Premier League winning captain, I believe. And John Terry's at 14. So, David Silva ahead of Patrick Vieira. Rio Ferdinand ahead of David Silva, Vieira, Terry, Bergkamp, Hazard, Schmeichel, Beckham, Scholes and Ashley Cole. It's a shit list. But look, that's what happens when people stick a nose in the beehive. They're going to get stung. And also the pontificating of, oh, we've spoken to all our experts. Who's your bloody experts? The office cat? Absolute bullshit. Jake says it's all about opinion, Mark, is it not? No, sorry. Getting things wrong is not about opinion. If the mathematical question is, what is 2 plus 2? You can't have 6. It's 4. I'm sorry, I've watched the entirety of the Premier League, and anybody who has as well knows full fucking well that Vidic and Dennis Irwin have to be in the top 60, and that David Beckham has to be above people like Rio Ferdinand. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. I get subjectivity, I get that, but it's wrong. It's absolutely wrong. United 99 team is pre-peak internet. In 2000, they were still saying the internet would flop. The best players chart is internet bias. Bullshit, says Keel. I don't actually think some people remember that the Premier League started in 1992, Keel. I think that's the problem. To not include Dennis Irwin is ridiculous, as I say, but I think a lot of people don't remember it started in the 90s. I think they think it started when Thierry Henry started playing.